Okay, guys, let me know.
Hello, can everybody hear us?
You go on.
Can everybody hear us all right? All right, we're getting a few yeses here, Tony.
Good, good, good. Okay, guys, I'm not going to plan for a kind of long webinar today. I just want to keep it simple as possible and trying to get as much information over as possible so that people do not get confused. Since we've done the IFTTT Backlink Commando launch and the Tube Live Commando launch, I think we've brought in something like 4,000 or so new customers, and we're going to have varied kind of experience levels in there. So what I've decided to do with this webinar is try and keep this one as simple as possible, and we will do some blog posts on this in a sort of more advanced or intermediate kind of training inside the blog post and shorter videos so that it's much, much easier for people to understand, okay? So what we're talking about today is how to backlink those high PR tier 1 networks. Okay, so if you're using IFTTT Backlink Commando, you should be aware now that you can go and buy high PR Tumblr accounts for as low as $4 each, okay, for PR2. And they're actually very, very good quality PR2 as well. They've got page authority about 28, 29, 30, that kind of thing. And they're good enough, okay? They're definitely good enough for what we want to do. But we can make them more powerful because we can send some backlinks to them as well, which means they get even more powerful again. But there's very, very specific ways that we want to do that. At the same time, we want to try and build in some variety there as well. And we don't need to use everything that I'm going to show you today. You can just pick and choose some for each sort of Tumblr account, or if you're using the blogger method, then use a blogger accounts with different backlink strategies on each, okay? So I kind of mixed it up so that you can make it fast and easy to do. And basically I put in here some Fiverr gigs and some SEO gigs as well that I recommend you can try out for these, okay? But you do not use all of them on one account, okay? You just pick and choose some of them. You don't need all of them. It's just a variety, okay? So let me first of all share this Google slide with you, and you can get access to this. And in here you will find you've got links in here that you can just click and you can see exactly what I see here, okay? Let's just put that into the chat box. Okay. Now, for the people who are more inclined to do PBN stuff, private blog network stuff, I've been building a really interesting Google slide here. I think I shared it. I might have shared it last week. It's the same slide, but I'm going to share it again. It's got some great content in here, great links in here, and I'm going to build it into a blog post, hopefully by the end of this week, and it will have some good information in that particular post. So I'm going to share this with you as well. It's got some great links in here, okay, but I kind of simplified it for the first one that I gave you. Okay, so if you go and grab that. Okay, so let's come back over here. Now, to get high PR Tumblr accounts, I put the link in here one more time because I'm sure there's some people on the webinar who has not got access to this link. You can go and get PR2 Tumblr accounts, round about page authority of 29.30 for $4. Okay, really, really good value. Now we can make those really more powerful by sending some backlinks. Okay, so the backlinks that we can send, I put in the Fiverr gigs list in here and SEO clerks gigs in here as well. Okay, so you can just click through there and go and have a look. Don't use them all, as I mentioned before. Now, the other way that we can do it for free, actually, is if you're using the IFTTT Backlink Commando, is that we set up another IFTTT account or multiple IFTTT accounts that are all linking to your high PR Tumblr accounts, okay? That's another way you can do it for free because you've already got the tools to do that. You've already got the account creators to do that, okay? So if you should by now be quite familiar with how to use the software. I mean, it's really simple stuff to use. You just click the button, you create the accounts, you choose the account that you want to work with, and basically you click the button to create the recipes. In between that, you're going to activate your YouTube channel. You're going to activate some other sites that you may want to use, whether it's a blogger account or something else like that. Okay, we've got all that training inside the members area. Okay, another way you could do it is if you bought the Web 2.0 Commando in the launch. I think we had over 110 people purchase Web 2.0 Commando. It's perfect for sending links to your Tumblr accounts. You can just run campaigns for each of those. You're not limited by use, and it's perfect to run a campaign to each of your Tumblr accounts, and you will get some good backlinks coming in, a variety of backlinks coming in from Web 2.0 sites. Okay.
Tony, people are saying that the Tumblr account, the page to the IPR Tumblr accounts is going to the wrong page. The link in your doc.
Let me see. Yeah, this is the page I've got here. This is the one I've got open here. You see that? PR2 Tumblr, $4, PR3, $20. If you're not seeing that, then I've given you a wrong link. Let me just come back over here. Let me put it in here, and I'll update inside the... Let me know this one works for you, okay? And I'll update inside the Google slide as well. Let's change that one. Blank. Okay, that should work now. The PR2 is good enough, guys. You don't need to go crazy with the PR4 and PR5 and stuff. You really don't need it, because the other backlinking stuff that we just suggested here are good enough. Okay. Now, who has heard of something called SAPE links? S-A-P-E. SAPE links. They're kind of like Russian type of links, and basically they're like PBN type links, but you get homepage links, and they got some authority with them. And what you can do then is you can order them pretty cheap, and you can split up packages. And when you split up the packages, you can split that between your Tumblr accounts, okay? And they're not that expensive. So if I just go and take a quick look at this one over here, you will see what I mean. Now, you do not have to do this one, but you could do pretty well with it. Okay, so you can select sort of bunches of 5, etc. for $30. You could even just, go and select 25 and split it if you wanted to go that far and spend that kind of money. It costs $150 to get 25. You might just want to take, say, 5 and put it towards 5 different Tumblr accounts. Okay, and that way you're getting some decent sort of page rank links to that one as well, okay, and to your Tumblr accounts as well. Now, I will be adding more, and I've actually got more. If you look in the first one I've got in here, you can see I put in here slide number 6. We put in here a bunch of tier 2 link options, okay. You might find something a little bit cheaper. I just grabbed one of those quickly for this slide that I was working on just before we came onto the webinar. But you'll find some other ones in here as well. And there's even a little software tool in there that you can do some 301 redirects and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. I haven't used it. I just found it and I thought, well, that looks quite good, and it's definitely worth trying for the Tumblr accounts. Okay, so you can find some packages in here for the SAPE links as well. You can find PBN links that you could link to your tier 1, but I would actually put them to the tier 2. I made a typo in there. Because that amount of PBN links, then you could, in theory, send that over to your multiple Tumblr accounts, and the work is getting done for you. And it's so much quicker and so much easier. So I found these guys on Wikidfire, which does have some, quite good options for finding SEO services type of things. But you can see here, this is really cheap. Okay, 400 PR 1 to 6 posts for $24. Perfect for your Tumblr accounts. Not expensive. Perfect for your Tumblr accounts. And that way you've been able to, every campaign that you do, say for example you've got 10 Tumblr accounts for a particular campaign, you're making that really, really, really powerful tier 1 Web 2.0 blog network, okay? And just by adding another $24 for something like this, you can add some more power to it, okay? And it makes it really, really easy to do, and you're not getting stuck with doing a whole bunch of stuff that you might not understand. Just get other people to do it. Low cost, not expensive, and you just carry on with your money site stuff to make sure it's converting, make sure you're making money. Okay, let's see if we get any questions right now before we go into the next part, because the next part's kind of PBN type of stuff orientated.
Okay, I get a couple of people saying they'd like you to post the slide links again for some reason.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go ahead and do that in just a few minutes. Are those SAPE links a monthly cost, or are they one time? Daryl was asking.
You've got some different options in there, Daryl. I picked out the best of them. I can't remember off the top of my head every one of them, but I picked out a couple in here, and you will find some over in Wikidfire as well. They've got some good options in the Wikidfire as well. I do like the SAP links. I haven't used them in any sort of great sort of testing kind of amounts, but I'm definitely planning to use them a lot more. But you've got to be careful with them as well, and just make sure that they're going to the tier 1 and not to your money site. Okay, and you will be fine. I'll put the links in here again for the slide.
Mr. Finn is asking what anchor text you might be using with those links. And since they're higher PR, should they have your desired anchor text or be random?
I would use branding. I would use the URLs, the HTTP, the www. I would use all that kind of stuff, and some kind of branding or just generic. I would keep away your main keywords from them, and just avoid that altogether. We don't need it. What it really comes down to is how good our on-page SEO is. Okay, that's where we put in our semantic keywords. And that's, you've probably seen me do before, videos on how to get Google to optimize your content. Well, basically what we're doing is we're using the ad group ideas that Google gave us in the keyword planner. We're choosing the closest group ideas, and that will give us a whole bunch of keyword phrases very, very similar to the seed keyword that you put in there. Okay, so for example, I might put in there on-page SEO. And when I put the seed keyword into the keyword planner, I might get keyword ad groups come back that says on-page optimization, it says on-page search engine optimization, all that kind of stuff. Very, very similar kind of keyword phrases. And instead of using keyword density like we used to when we used to do like 3 to 5% of the same keyword phrase again and again and again, what we do is something similar, but with the semantic keywords. Okay, so we're still doing the density in a way, just using the very, very similar related terms, semantic kind of terms as we call them. Okay, and if you're doing that, you've got your good on page, then we can do the sort of branding and the naked URLs, if you like, with the HTTP and without the HTTP and all that kind of stuff, and that way you're going to be perfectly safe. Okay.
Gene is asking if you can also use this for non-English content.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's how you optimize your on-page anyway. Ultimately, it's what it's coming down to. On-page SEO is huge now. I've spent the last 3 days working on a mega sort of blog post about WordPress SEO for 2015. Hopefully that's going to be ready by the end of the week. And it's got some great content, and then we go through everything about setting up a WordPress site. And it's covering all of that stuff. And especially, you will see how important the on-page SEO is, because I'm doing a case study with it as well. And you will see just how important the on-page SEO stuff is. Because if you think about it, there's no way that Google can know what your content is about if you're using branded anchor text and naked URLs and stuff like that. It has to come from your on-page SEO. But if you do it properly, you need less backlinks.
Okay, Reggie Hobbs has a suggestion. Have you thought about keyword density tools? Keyword URLs, click here type keywords, anything like that?
Keyword density tools. I just use the keyword planner. It tells me everything I need to know, and we've been ranking some major keywords just for that simple little strategy. That we just steal the keywords from the ad group ideas, and you will find that particular tool inside the article optimization commando as well. That goes and finds those for you as well. You can do it actually just within the software itself, and then just grab those keywords and put them into the article optimization commando sort of WYSIWYG editor part, and you've got it will go green as you're typing your content out. for those particular keywords. I don't want to get into that particular software right now or today, but we'll cover it maybe in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, Jim Reynolds is asking, the tumblers that they buy, is it okay to post them via IFTTT? And when we link to Tumblr, do we use generic links or specific?
You want to use a generic, Jim. Okay. Yeah, you want to attach them to IFTTT. Inside your IFTTT accounts, you just go and change out the Tumblr accounts that the account creator created for you, and you change them over. You want to do about 10 IFTTT accounts. Okay, and that means about 10 PR2 Tumblr accounts, and then we backlink those Tumblr accounts. And they're getting semi-automated backlinks, because you're getting fully automated backlinks, from the IFTTT backlink commando strategy anyway, because you're getting bookmarked from Digo and from Delicious, etc. Okay, and plus if you put some other stuff that I'm showing you now, that I'm sort of covering now with the Fiverr gigs and talking about Web 2.0 commando and stuff like that, then you're getting more backlinks coming. And if you don't want to spend any more money, what you do is just create some more IFTTT accounts and link to your PR2 Tumblr accounts from there. Okay, and that way you can do it without spending any more money.
Justin is asking how long it takes to get page ranked for a Tumblr account, thinking that it's not that hard.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are doing it quite effectively and very, very easily using tools like GSA Search Engine Ranker. If you want to go ahead and do that, then by all means, and if you want to sell them, then let me know as well, because we've got a big audience here who wants to buy them. But at the end of the day, I just like to do things fast. I mean, for $4, I don't want to spend time trying to create high PR Tumblr accounts when I can just buy them for $4 and do some backlinks and keep moving forward. That's just my preference.
James is asking if you can add the Tumblr accounts to Web 2.0 Commando.
In theory, yeah, you could. I wouldn't do it though. I just wouldn't do it. I think Web 2.0 Commando's got a different strategy. It's not really needed for that. If you're using something like RankWiz, where you're building Web 2.0 blog networks with something like RankWiz or SyndWire, yeah, it would make sense then. With Web 2.0 Commando, what we're doing there is we're doing multiple variations of keyword phrases in large amounts, where it doesn't make sense to put high PR Tumblr in there. It really doesn't. You could link to high PR Tumblrs from it, but I wouldn't put it in there. No, I wouldn't do that.
Martin is asking if you can post that link for Wikidfire again.
Yeah, it's already in. It's in here. All the links are in here. You will find I gave you two of these slides. You will find all the links are in there. Okay. A wikidfire.com link is in there as well. We've got quite a few in here. I'll post this one again as well. I think I posted the other one 2 times, so I posted that one 2 times in the chat box. Okay.
Okay, Patrick Augustin is asking, just to clarify about the Tumblr accounts, what we buy are tier 1 and we send them to our money site, is that correct? Yeah,
exactly. That's what you're using for your tier 1, and you want 10 of those for every campaign you do. Okay, you can go higher if you want. You can go and do 20, 30, 40 if you want. I think 10 is enough because of the backlinking power that we can put into the tier 1 Tumblr accounts. And then there's another way that we can do it, and that is by redirecting expired domains over to Blogger, okay? And there's a site I discovered recently. It's called ProScience. The O is actually a 0 in here, and it's really good. I mean, really, really, really good. I bought from them a membership, and then I bought from them an exclusive list. Let me show you the exclusive list. No, go ahead. Pardon me. Now, the first one, all I did was basically sort it by the page authority and the citation flow and the trust flow, etc. So you can see the one that's got the highest trust flow in here, gurumediagroup.co.uk, and it's got, domain authority 13, which is not brilliant. It could be higher, but it's got a decent trust flow and citation flow. It's got a decent Moz rank, and it's got a decent page authority. And I went and bought that, and it was available for $7.49 or something like that. And so all I need to do then is come over into my Namecheap account, and I can go over here to where it says URL forwarding. Just wait for that to load. Now, just going to grab, let's see, let's view the blog over here. And just grab the URL from my Blogger account. Or for one of them anyway. And this is the power of IFTTT, by the way, while I'm on here. You can see here we've got almost 3,000, we'll get 3,633 page views. That's just from IFTTT stuff. Okay, and you can see 137 posts. That's just from videos that came from my YouTube channel. And so you can see that if you build these Blogger accounts out, you can make them actually quite nice. You can put some advertising in here. You can make them look like real accounts, even though it's just sort of semi-automated content. And then all basically I need to do in here is change where I'm redirecting this to, okay? So I can put the URL in here and basically save it, okay? I haven't done this one for a while. Usually when I'm doing a redirect, I go over to Webmaster Tools and I will put it on a hosted site. So I've got one that I bought the other day as well. And it's this one here called softwaresoda.com. Let's see the Moz ranking this. I got this from Pro Sites as well. Cost me about $10. And you can see the Moz metrics when it does pop up. Still waiting. Oh, it's taking a long time. Let's go and grab the Majestic one while I'm waiting for that one. So the Majestic has got citation flow 38 and trust flow 34. Okay, that is pretty good. I mean, that is reasonably good to be able to get for $10. I don't know what's happened with Moz here, but the Moz was actually quite high on this one. Let me try one more time. Something slowing down the computer. Maybe they go to webinar. Anyway, it's got pretty decent stats in there for that kind of thing. I think I actually put it in a separate blog post where I can go and check. Okay, the Moz stats for that one was page authority of 37, domain authority of 25 for that particular one. Okay, that's Software Soda. Again, I got it from the Pro Sites. This is a really, really good site. And what you can do with the Pro Sites as well, if we go over there, is you can order just exclusive list of domains that nobody else will get apart from you. So you've got a few days that you can register them, and you don't need these packages that they're selling there monthly. Okay, I bought the Gold package, and then I went back. I thought it was too generic. I wanted to go and find something else, and you can see they've got something here called exclusive lists. Okay, when I got those exclusive lists, I know they're all available for me to be able to go and register. And I've got some really, really good domains in here. All the ones that are marked in yellow, I am definitely going to buy. Okay, because they got some decent stats, and they're costing me just $10 each. It's a great site. It's a great place to go and find them. One of the best I've seen so far. Okay, so if you want to do that with the Blogger, then you can just do a simple redirect. What I prefer to do, though, is to actually put a site up, drive some extra backlinks, and put some content on it first. And then after I have done that, then do the 301 redirect. And you can even do that on Webmaster Tools if you don't do too many of them, because the Blogger account that you have, you're probably accessing from your own IP anyway. It would make sense if you're doing a 301 redirect from one sort of good domain to your Blogger account that has been done from your same IP, but you can't do too many of them. Alternatively, just do the redirect inside Namecheap or wherever else you want to do it, and you can just basically save the changes in there, and it will work perfectly fine. Okay, and what that's doing then once you've done that is it's giving all that link just through to your Blogger account, and also what you can do is you can send some more backlinks to the expired domain, because it will be able to soak up, kind of reasonable amounts of, backlinks from tier 2 type links, so you can get some extra power in there. But as I said before, I prefer to actually put a site up. It takes me less than 40 minutes to be able to put a WordPress site up, put a page of content in there, and just leave it sitting there for a week or so, and then you can do your redirect. But don't do it too many times with the same blogger account, and you should be fine. Okay. Now, another tool that I found just recently as well is this site here called Open Link Profiler. Okay. You can go and put in links in here. You can go and put in some expired domains in here. So let's take a look at Software Soda. It's kind of similar to Moz Open Site Explorer and Majestic, etc., except it's free. So you get a whole ton of information for free, and you know, you don't have to pay. It's really, really good. Actually, it's actually a really good resource to see and to use. Okay, I don't know how they make money, or if they intend to make it paid later, but for now it's very, very good. It's actually really good. It tells you a lot of stuff. You can go and find the anchor text and all that kind of stuff as well. So for people who don't want to pay for Moz and all that kind of stuff, you might find this really useful. Okay, to go and use, and you can see, you know, what country is linking from. You can go and see the anchor text, the backlinks and stuff like that, and you will get a whole bunch of information. And you can just quickly look and to see if you got any sort of spammy links in there. What I like to do as well is with the link content. Let's see if we can get something in it. The anchor text in here, if you type in the word buy, okay, and you filter, then you can usually see if somebody's got sort of anchor text links like buy Viagra or buy some, you know, some kind of drugs and stuff like that. They will usually show up just by doing that one filter, by checking to see if they got the word buy in the anchor text. And it's a really quick way to sort of filter through as well. But what you will find with these guys over at the pro sites is they'll give you the Moz information, they will give you the Majestic information. If you're getting quite high on both of those, then usually your link profile is pretty good anyway. And, you know, it just makes it quicker to be able to sort of browse through these, see if they're matching the Moz and the Majestic, and then it makes sure backlink profiling when you actually go into one of those profile checkers like Ahrefs or Majestic or Moz or whatever. When you go to look at the backlinks and look at the anchor text, it makes it far, far quicker to be able to do that way. In fact, I actually want to get a tool that will grab these guys' domains that I can put through there, and it will come up green to save me having to look and say, yeah, okay, I've got 17 here, I've got 22 here, etc. Just so that I can move through it very, very quickly. So hopefully we'll have that ready in the next couple of weeks, that we can go and do that really quickly. Okay, so that's how you can check your link profiles for free. Okay, now I put some other links in here for tier 2 PBN links with some discounts, and I put some other links in here for PBN link packages in here as well. They are good for tier 2 to link to your Tumblr or your Blogger accounts. Okay, let's see if we get any more questions.
Okay, can that tool be used to find backlinks for YouTube videos, or can you recommend one?
Ahrefs does it. I don't know if this one does it. I haven't checked it, but let's try it. Let's go and see. Let's grab a video from YouTube and we can find out pretty quickly. Let's see if there's other questions while I'm doing this.
What would you say is a safe number of redirects you can have to a Blogger blog? And what is the limit in your opinion?
I would do just the one, to be honest. I don't think you need more than that, because what you're doing is your Blogger can already absorb quite a decent amount of links. Okay, what you're doing is you're just giving yourself a second option there. I wouldn't go too crazy with it. You don't need to. I really don't believe you need to. If I did think you needed to, I would, I would definitely tell you, go and do 5 or something like that. I don't think you need to do that. Just do one, and it should be enough. If you've got a pretty decent domain, then you've got all the authority of that domain that it ever had before coming back to your Blogger. So it's good enough, and it gives you an extra avenue where you can send, another bunch of links that are kind of similar to what you would send direct to the Blogger as well. and it just gives you that extra bit of power. Okay, you don't need to go crazy with it. You really don't. Let's say we get one with sort of decent views in here that might have been backlinked. I haven't done any backlinks for that one, but we'll see. We can put in here the YouTube. Just take off where it says and let's see if this will perform. No, this one doesn't. This one just goes to youtube.com. But if you go to Ahrefs, okay, should be able to do it in there. No results showing. Did I type that out wrong? It was working before. Could be the HTTPS in here. Let me try it without the S. That's strange. Try it one more time. I'm sure this was working before. Anyone else know a place where you can go and check the link profile for YouTube videos? I know that Alexander Sebastian had a tool. He actually gave me a review copy and I never got into it. And it was doing a whole bunch of stuff like that as well.
Yeah, Clint Butler's saying Majestic used to work.
Majestic? Let's try it. Okay. I think it's majestic.com, isn't it?
And there's Market Samurai, Mario is saying.
Yeah. No, Majestic. I'm sure Ahrefs was doing that before. Let me just try one more time. Let's see if I can find one that's got some reasonable amount of views in here. Okay, because I've got it in a playlist, I think it's showing here like that. I'll just try one more time. I'm absolutely positive that Ahrefs was working before for this kind of thing. But anyway, if not, then we'll find out. I don't really check the backlinks to YouTube videos so much these days. I use the Tube Research to tell me, Tube Research Commander tells me just about everything I need to know for how they're optimizing and to reverse engineer what they're doing. No, it's not working anymore. I'm sure it was before, but we can find out. In next week's webinar, we will have a solution for that. I'll find out what's doing that. Any others?
Can you tell Steve Cato whether or not a 301 redirect has any effect on existing Tumblr page rank?
I don't know that the page rank will update. So when I used this before, let me go back a little bit. When I used the 301 redirect before, the first time I used it, I think it was back in about 2008, and we had a site in Louisiana. We had an SEO services agency type of thing. Then we moved to London a little bit later, and I created a site there. When I did create the London site, then I did 301 redirect from the one from Louisiana. It was a page rank free, and I had page rank free within about 2 weeks, I think. So in theory, yeah, it should work, but because of the page rank updates that Google have been sort of saying that they're not updating it publicly, basically what I think will happen is they might not show it so quickly, but you will still get the link just coming through. I think what will happen is you will get about 90% of the link just flowing through. You might lose some of that as well. That's one of the reasons I like to put a site up instead of just doing it via Namecheap, because if you put in a sort of redirect plugin there and you keep it there for even, up to a month or something like that, then it's perfectly fine. You will just get that link just coming through and it will pass through. And the thing is, it will look like it's a normal site until you do that 301 redirect. Now, some other people might be a little bit more aggressive than that, but, I'm not in a hurry with a lot of stuff that I'm doing anyway. I just want to give it longevity. I want to give it rankings for quite a long time. I don't want it just to sort of churn and burn kind of thing. And, I like to play it a little bit safer these days than what I used to just a few years ago, where I was, extremely aggressive, but it cost me in the end.
Have you ever used buypr.com?
No, I haven't, no. Let's take a look. What is it? Buypr.com. Let's see what's there.
Buy dash.
Oh, buy dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Buy-pr.com. Let's see. Submit press releases. We got some new, hopefully new distribution this week from Mass Media SEO guys. Should be quite significant difference. With about 100, was it 101 new distribution sort of sites?
That's right. Yes.
Cool.
101 new high PR sites, many of them.
Okay, so they are selling these for? Oh, actually, it's quite cheap. PR2, PR4. Interesting. That's a good resource. That's who shared that one?
Let's see, where was that? I've lost that one.
Oh, okay. Thank you anyway. I missed the name when you said it, so let's stick that in. That's a good resource. Okay.
So the sites from Pro Sites aren't indexed. What do you do to get them indexed?
To get sites indexed, the first thing you want to
no.
The first thing you want to do is put it through the Google plus share. What is a good way to do it is to go and find the backlink profile from places like Majestic or Moz or somewhere, or from the open file. What was it called, that one? Let's see. I've got rid of it now. The open link profiler.org. Okay, go and find the backlinks and go and do some indexing to those links that are linking to your expired domains. That's what I do, basically, is I link to the backlinks that are linking, that are still showing for that particular expired domain. That's, we actually put that into the WordPress post that I'm working on right now, the WordPress SEO for 2015, and that's what I'm doing with the Software Soda site, finding the backlinks, and I'm going to backlink those backlinks. Okay, and that should get you indexed pretty quickly without being too obvious about it as well.
Okay, that was Kevin Perini who shared that about buypr.com, and Dale was asking, do you put those sites with 301 redirects on separate hosting, just like you would with a PBN?
No, I wouldn't. That's why we only want to do one, is because Blogger's already, if you're using it for Blogger, then it's already going to be on an IP that Google expects you to be on. Okay, therefore, if you're going to do a 301 redirect with the site that you already built up, if you're putting a WordPress site on there, then it really needs to be coming from the same IP. Okay. And then you would just sort of do the redirect that way. If you want to do it to something like a WordPress.com site, then you could do it with different hosting, okay? Or you can just do it via Namecheap or GoDaddy or whatever else.
Okay, we've got several people here saying the Majestic and Ahrefs definitely works. They don't understand why it's not working for you tonight, but
okay.
Telling people not to give up on that source.
Let me see if I can take this complete link then, because when I took off the
One of them suggested you just may not have any links to your video.
Okay, now it's came up. It's got URL rank 16, 10 backlinks. Stranger. But I put in that full link from up here with the equals and stuff like that. Usually what we're doing is we're taking this part off here, and you will still get your video, but that is a... Let's try it one more time. Weird. I don't know why. I really don't know why. If I go back there and I take that full URL from the kind of playlist URL there, it's not a playlist, but you see what it's kind of weird. Anyway, so yeah, if you find the full URL, then it's going to work for some reason. Okay, what else we got?
How fast can you activate an expired Tumblr? How long does it take?
An expired Tumblr? The Tumblrs are not expired. They are, you're buying them, the PR2 for $4 each, basically, from that link that I put into the slide. And then you want to put an expired domain to them. Hold on. Video's kicking off in the background. And basically you can do it that way, where you just sending backlinks to the backlinks that expired domain had. And you probably don't have to do, you know, really major in-depth kind of link profiling. You can just take, even with the free account from Moz and Majestic, you can just take, you know, the first 10 or so, and that should do the trick. And also put it into the Google Plus share link option. So if you go over to Google Plus and you share a link in there, then you get a do follow link, and it indexes almost instantly. If you go over here and you go to the link and you put in for your expired domain, so for example I might want to put in here http softwaresoda.com, and whenever you're doing that, put some kind of keywords, semantic keyword density in there. So I might put in something like free SEO tools and premium SEO software review site being built, something like that. Okay, which is what I'm going to use it for, which I'm kind of doing in the case study that I'm building up right now. And if you share that there, then you've got a do follow link, and it will just index very quickly. Okay, but what you want to do is backlink the existing backlinks to that particular website, the expired domain.
You were talking about redirecting Blogger. Can you redirect to Tumblr?
Yeah, you can do that as well. But if you already got some PR in the Tumblr, then you know I don't think it's necessary. The thing with Blogger is you're going to start off with a sort of PR below zero anyway, so that's the point of doing it. But you can do it with the Tumblr. Actually, you know, I prefer the Tumblr networks better because it's just quicker and easier to build out. You can buy the PR2 for $4 and just keep going. And if you put those SAP links over there, you should be fine as well. I've ordered some, but I've not got them back yet. The links back yet, and when you get the links back from those, then you're going to index those as well. So if you've got an indexing service that you use, like Indexification or something like that, then you put all your links through there, and you get your backlinks backlinked as well.
Okay, Tony, I must have about a dozen comments here. Everybody's asking if this is being recorded and where they will be able to find it.
Okay, the webinars are always being recorded, and they will always be able to get found on my site, anthonyhayes.me. Okay. Within about 24 hours, usually, you will see the post is put up there.
James Peters is asking if you're willing to go over the YouTube multi-channel playlist strategy using the Network Builder tool.
Yeah, you know, when you're using that tool, what you want to do is make sure that you are not using proxies at that time, okay? Clear your proxies, otherwise it's not going to work. If you think about it, when you're using YouTube, it's like using Blogger or your Gmail. If you log in from a different IP, you get flagged immediately, okay? So you want to make sure when you're using the network builder that you are you clear your proxies, don't have the proxies on, okay? So that's the first thing. Let's come back over and find a tool. Just get rid of this one here for a second. So IFTTT backlink commando. Just open it up. And what you want to do is make sure that you've got some multi-channels already created within the Google account. Where's it gone? Okay. So the first thing I want to do here is go over to the proxies, make sure I don't have any in here. Then I can go to the network builder. Okay, then we can put in the username and password. So online video advertising. Then we just need to load, click a button to load the channels up. It should take a couple of seconds before that will work because my net is slow today. And once this is loaded, you're going to find that you've got a whole bunch of multi-channels listed. Just choose any one of these when that pops up. Okay, so we've logged in, and now you can see your multi-channels once you've come in here, okay? So you can choose one of these. You can actually just do it in order, okay? And basically, you need to put in here the name of the channel, your main channel, okay? It's really key you're using your main channel here, because the idea is that we're taking the content from the main channel and we're getting links all over the place for that particular channel, okay, for any new videos that you put in here. So let me just go and find two more. I need to get them to fix this description thing here because it really takes a lot of space up. Damn it, come in. So SEO services, and let me choose one more. Okay, for the benefit of just being quick, I'm going to choose these four. Actually, let me choose one that I know has already got some videos. Get rid of that other one. Then all we do, once we've done that, is we click on the button. You're just choosing four of these, okay, from your main channel. These four playlists that you're choosing, every time you upload a video to YouTube, your video will get into one of those four playlists, okay? That's the strategy, so that always you're going to have a new link appear in the channel home pages of your supporting channels. So you just need to click Start Network Builder, and it will go and create that for you. Okay, it will create that section with the saved playlists, and it's doing all the privacy settings and all that kind of stuff in the background for you. And that's how, you know, how easy it is to use. So I need to go and find this one here, car dealer leads Thailand. Let me just go into Firefox and I'll find it hopefully quicker. Okay, just got to find the channel now. Okay, when I've got in there, I go over to my channel and come down, and you can see I've actually done it before. So I've done it 2 times now, where we've created this section here with saved playlists, and it's always going to have the last 2 links to each playlist. That's why you put in your main channel when you upload, you're going to use just 4 playlists, okay? And you choose one of these every time you upload a new video. So if you've got 100 of these support channels, that's 100 instant updated links inside YouTube, which is pretty powerful stuff. Okay, that's how that's done. I'll just get rid of this now. Okay. Any more?
Should we be seeing the videos appear on other channels?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm not sure what he means. What do you mean, James?
When you create a Google account, James, when you create a Google account, you can create up to 50 YouTube channels for that Google account, okay? What I suggest you do is create 10 Google accounts and create 5 channels in each Google account, okay? When you do that, you can use the network builder, so you would need to just move in and out. Once I've got this set up here, for example, and I've already created one, then if I want to go and create the next one, I go and choose the next one down, for example, and I start the network builder again. All I'm doing is moving in and out of these once I've set it up. So the more you've got on each channel, the easier and the quicker it is to do that. But for the actual strategy, the step-by-step stuff, go over to my site, go over to anthonyhayes.me. Let's see. And I think it's the latest post. I've actually done 2 other blog posts, but I haven't yet published them. This one here, the ultimate guide to YouTube channel optimization, it's got a whole bunch of videos down there, okay, that you can go and follow, okay, and it takes you through step-by-step optimizing your channel, including the YouTube link networks, how it's done, okay. Pretty simple stuff to follow, and I've deliberately made these really short videos as well, so it's easy to follow. Put that link inside chat box.
Tony, when you set up 10 Google accounts, do you mean new Gmail accounts?
Yes.
Not Google Pages, right?
Gmail accounts.
Dale is asking, what do you use for phone verification when you're creating Google accounts?
A virtual assistant. I don't know how they're doing it anymore. Even if like just borrow a friend's telephone or something like that, just that's the way I was doing it before. You're not creating that many. It's not like before. You remember? I don't know if people remember. We did a software tool about 2 years ago called Maverick SEO Commando, and it was all about building networks of YouTube channels, and it cost us a fortune to get it made as well. And it's to do exactly the kind of stuff that we're doing with the network builder. It's just the network builder so much easier because we can do it with the multi-channels. But before multi-channels, we had to go and do hundreds of Google accounts. You don't have to do that many anymore. You could even just do 5, and you've got up to 250 channels that you can create. So it becomes a little bit easier to do, although they still ask for phone verification and stuff like that. What I normally do when I'm doing the phone verification is I ask them to call me. Then they will tell me eventually that you've tried that you've used that telephone number too many times. I go back and use the exact same number and tell it to send me a text message, and it seems to work. So, just try different things. But you can go and buy them from Fiverr and places like that as well. Just make sure that when you get them back from Fiverr that you log in immediately and don't leave them for too long and start, doing stuff with them. If you go and start doing stuff with them, like create the first YouTube channel on a particular Google account and, save some favorite channels and that kind of stuff, then you're making it look like it's a real account.
Okay, I got several people here saying that they're having failure all the time when they're trying to create IFTT profiles. I know that some people have a problem with that. A lot of people aren't, though. I've been creating accounts all day, and I'm not getting but maybe 1 or two accounts that aren't working
Okay.
consistently at all. But
I know what's happening. I know what's happening. It's your proxies. When you're using proxies with IFTTT Backlink Commando, you're better to use IP authenticated proxies. When you're using IP authenticated proxies, you need to go in and check that your IP hasn't changed. If you've rebooted your computer, like if I reboot my computer here, I don't know if it's the same everywhere else. Let me just go over to Squid Proxies and I'll show you, for example. I have to re-authenticate the new my new IP. Sometimes it's because your proxies need authenticated. Sometimes you just need to remove them, and you will see it's working okay. But let's see. Right, authorized IPs. I need to go to inside here, and you can see my IP. 164.140. It's not in here. Okay, I need to add it again because it changes every time I reboot the computer. Okay, so if I click on the submit, that's all done. And then when I come over to my assign proxies, just copy these. And then we can come into the tool, add the proxies, and then you're going to have to give it about 2 or 3 minutes to propagate to your IP address. So if I start checking proxies now, I'm going to get quite a few red. You can see. Now let me check it again in about 1 minute, and you will see that I've got far more that is green. And it just takes 2 or 3 minutes for the proxies to propagate to the new IP address. You just got to give it a couple of minutes or so. Okay, so we can come back and check this in 2 minutes. And we will find that we got all green in a couple of minutes.
I keep getting questions from people asking if Hide My Ass will work.
If you know how to use it with the software, you could try it. I don't see why not. I mean, it's not really a major issue for most of those sites that we're working with. So yeah, you could try it, but you need to change your IP in between every single profile, ideally, or every. I think we can do 3 Hotmail accounts with this software with the same IP. Then we have to change the IP. So if you can set up your settings like that with HMA, then go for it and try it. Let us know, because I don't use it like that.
Okay, I had a sudden rush of a lot of people explaining how you could get verified accounts, easy ways to do it. Some people use Callfire for $1.
Callfire, okay, that's interesting.
And another person says there's an iPhone app that'll do it called Hush.
Okay, let's make a list of those resources, and we can put it inside the Facebook groups and membership areas and stuff like that. We got early hours away until Wednesday, so if any urgent kind of support stuff, just go to the Facebook group, and John can help you out for something urgent, and he can let me know. So you can see already there's gone more green, and that's just after a couple of minutes. So that's basically how it works with the IFTTT Backlink Commando. It works far, far better with IP authenticated proxies. But the thing is with this is we're only using proxies to create the accounts. After that, we're not using proxies to make posts and stuff, because IFTTT.com do the posting. We're just telling it what to do. And I think in the next couple of weeks, we will have another couple of strategies here. I want to do one for Facebook fan pages, and I'll think up another couple that we could do with as well. So if anybody's got suggestions, we can create some strategies around some other things as well.
Okay, some other people are asking if you're going to be taking Webhook 2.0 Commando off the market, or if you're going to be upgrading it in any way later. Is it going to cost more? Is the link still live?
Web 2.0 Commando is on the market, should be. I'm not taking it off the market. No, we're still working on it. James is still working on that one. What he's working on right now is to be able to delete dead accounts in bulk. So it's just one click to make it easy. I told him he needs to add indexes really, really quickly. We're going to be adding some document sharing sites as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff planned for Web 2.0 Commando. It's not coming off the market. It's a very, very good tool. I just want to make it as good as we possibly can. And then we will do a proper launch for it as well. But right now, you can see here we've got it in 3 different prices so that everybody can afford it. It's not going to cost more. If you've bought in right now, it's not going to cost any more later, as long as you stay a member. If you bought monthly, if you bought the yearly, then you can buy next year the same price. If you bought the lifetime, then you got lifetime anyway. But these links should be working. Yeah. The links are working. Just go over to the website and you can find it under premium products. If you didn't buy it as the one of the upsells for the IFTTT launch, you can buy it there.
Okay, David O'Neill is asking, the only time you use proxies in IFTTT then is for account creation?
Yeah, basically, just for account creation and take them out. You don't need them for the, we don't use it for posting. IFTTT.com to the posting. For the tube networks, we don't want proxies. It just won't work if you use proxies with the network builder. Excuse me. Carry on.
A couple of people are saying that they need the tutorial, so I have that link here. I'll just copy it and paste it. And for IFTT Commando, I guess they don't.
Inside the members area, there is a ton of videos in there. There's a couple missing, and partly the reason why they're missing is because I'm waiting for some stuff. I'm waiting for some content being written to put into the site that I'm building up. And once I've built that site up and I've left it there for about a week, then I'm going to do the redirect, and I need to do that after I have actually put content and sent backlinks there, so that I can do it within Webmaster Tools. And I'll show you how I do it in Webmaster Tools, okay? But you know, the Tumblr one is so much easier than doing the Blogger one.
Is there an update to Search and Click coming soon? Mike Ryan would like to know.
Is there a problem with it working, or just you want to see some extra features? Because we updated it just after the Tube Live Commando launch. I think we had a couple of issues with the browser control, which I just kind of demonstrated there when I logged into the YouTube account, the Google account, sorry, when I used the network builder. That's called browser control when you see that little browser pop-up. We had an issue with that because we were using some tool called Orsomium or something like that, and we had to just sort of work around it, and we updated, so it should be working fine. Shouldn't be anything not working there. If you've got some features you want to see added, then let me know.
Mike is saying he's having a problem with it freezing after the first use.
Oh, okay. Then you need to we need to get you on TeamViewer, Mike. So if you send an email into support, I think H or John or somebody will be able to help you. What we will do is we'll get you on TeamViewer, and my coder or LOL will help you with that. Okay.
So theoretically, Van Essa is saying that they only need squid proxies for maybe a month until they have enough counts.
Yeah, you could do it like that, yeah. You could go and create thousands of IFTTT accounts in that time. It's different if you're using tools where they're using proxies to make the posting, but we're not. That's the beauty of IFTTT.com.
Okay. Are you still planning to do a webinar building IFTTT backlink campaigns from scratch?
Yes, we are. Well, what we're doing is next week, next Sunday, I'm going to build out 10 Tumblr Web 2.0 network, okay? So we will do 10 live on the webinar, and we will do it in under 1 hour. I timed it takes about 3 minutes per network. If you get good at it, you get fast at it. So yeah, we'll do 10 within an hour, and they will be set up.
Okay.
That's on the 11th.
What is it? On the 11th.
Yeah.
That's right.
If you're registered for this webinar, you're registered for that one already.
Okay, DK Flynn is asking if he has proxies from elsewhere other than Squid proxies, should they be all right?
We found when we were testing before the launch that the user password kind of proxies were not always working great. It depends on where you're getting them from. So, you know, I just use Squid proxies because it works perfectly every time. So I think I paid $25 for, I think, about 30 proxies. But as someone mentioned before, you could just go and create thousands of accounts in that 1 month, and you know, you've got everything you need for at least a couple of months.
Can people use the same proxies on other tools, like Social Bookmark Commando?
Of course you can, yeah.
Patrick is asking, is this SEO Sunday you're doing right now, is it back?
Not really, no. I'm actually working on a membership site called Commando SAS. I want to continue to do the free training. I didn't want to give up the SEO Sunday, but the attendances I just found were static. They were not going up and they were not coming down. And, you know, just felt that we were doing too much content too fast, that it needed to slow down. So what I want to do is I'm going to create a membership called Commando SAS, and what we will do is we will do content for the members. That content will then appear in the blog about 3 or 4 weeks later. Okay, so we're still going to be doing the free content because I don't want to give that up. And the Commando SAS will be about $37 a month, less than $10 a week. And that way we can still maintain the free content, but at the same time put some value in the content as well, because there seems to be some kind of stigma when you're doing the free content. I mean, today it's just like a Q&A. It was just a quick demo on what we can do with the tier 2 stuff for the Tumblr accounts. But, you know, sometimes we got into some very, very heavy training for PBNs, for YouTube SEO, for, you know, multiple things that we've done in the past year. That is really, really high value content as far as I'm concerned. And, you know, I buy courses as well. I buy from, you know, some of the big names as well. And sometimes I'm sitting there shaking my head thinking, man, I should be charging $997 as well for this content. But I don't want to do that. I want to make it accessible to as many people as possible. So I think doing a compromise like that is better, where people can, you know, they can choose to get it immediately, or they can wait, you know, 3 or 4 weeks, and it will come into the blog. The post I'm working on right now for the WordPress SEO for 2015, all of that is actually going to be posted in the blog for free. What I will do though is I'm creating a clone of the site that I'm building. So it's got the optimized settings for things like Yoast SEO, etc. in the plugins, and it's basically a clone that you can use with Backup Buddy or WP Twin. That will be for just members, okay? So that way I can sort of add extra value into the membership.
Kendrick is asking if you're ever going to make a tool that will search and click for websites.
It's difficult because here's the thing. When you're doing the search and click for videos, it's kind of natural, because when you click through from the search results in Google, then you start watching the videos between 65 and 100%. Then it's got that natural sort of retention views being created, okay? When you're doing it for a website, then it has to go and find links and click about the links for for how long do you click about a link inside a website. If a video is 3 minutes long or 5 minutes long, it's going to watch between 65 and 100%. If you go to a website, we don't have that ability to say, okay, we'll click between 65 and 100% of the links. It's just, you know, you'd be clicking on crazy stuff. You know, you'd be clicking on links for trying to log into WordPress, perhaps, you know what I mean? Because the software would just be programmed in every single website is designed basically different anyway. How would the software know which links to click on, sort of thing. So it's not so easy to be able to do that, but you know, I did think about it. We might try something just to see if it works when we've got some time, when we're not building something new or doing some updates and stuff like that. I might try it. There's 2 tools coming out very, very soon. There's one that is able to go and check all of the external links that you have got inside your outbound links, sorry, that you've got inside your WordPress sites, and give you options to make them no follow and do follow. And there's another one that's coming that's going to be for registering domains for private blog networks. The PBN Assassin has been started again. That's good news. And that one was about 90% finished. That is a sort of blog network tool that will be a membership where people can create networks within our membership. We will have a membership where we can actually collaborate on creating PBNs together. Okay, and that way we can get some maximum value, and that way we can be using multiple IPs, and we can take away quite a bit of the confusion from PBNs with that particular tool.
Okay, it looks like we've pretty much gone through most of the questions here.
Yeah.
One person saying they're not able to subscribe to your site for some reason. FeedBurner says that there's no email subscription enabled.
Okay. Over here, you mean?
On AnthonyHayes.me, right.
Okay. And it worked for me there. Like, I've got you almost done. Yeah, it might well be that you're already subscribed or something. Maybe just use a different email address, but that one should work. If not, what you can do is take one of the free tools, like the IFTTT SEO Recipe Creator. When you go to use it, then you can go onto the subscription list from there as well, the email list from there as well. But we got multiple places, I think, or we used to have anyway, for being able to opt in.
You're getting some thanks from Justin saying that he's very happy that you're keeping your stuff, your tools, at an affordable level for people, because there's so many that are charging hundreds of dollars for the things that that you're bringing out, and yours are better.
Thank you. Well, you know, at the end of the day, if people use the tools and they get results, then, you know, we can we can take a lot of satisfaction from that. But at the end of the day, if you're not taking action with the tools, if you're not using them, you're going to find that you ain't going to make money from anybody's products, and that's kind of sad. It just becomes like a hobby at that point, and a very, very expensive one as well. And we've all been there as well. You know, we get overwhelmed and stuff like that, and we're trying all different things, and we don't give things enough time. What I suggest you do is, you know, just keep following the free training. The free training has not stopped, and it will never stop. And we're always creating some new stuff and updating stuff, evolving strategies, etc. So, you know, you're going to get the latest information from here at all times from what we are finding ourselves.
Okay, that looks like that's about it for tonight.
Yeah, okay, it's a quiet one. It feels really quiet webinar today. Anyway, guys, thanks for turning up, and we got the good one next week. That will be kind of high tempo kind of webinar. We will build a 10 Tumblr blog network under 1 hour. Okay, I'll need to do some prep beforehand, etc., but we will do our best to be able to do that within 1 hour and have it all set up and ready to go. And so that should be fun. And we've got another webinar, I think, on Tuesday. We've got Anthony Aries coming in. He's got a course. It's a paid course, but there's going to be some great content in there as well. I'll send out an email later today about that. Robert Phillips is kind of coordinating with him for that one. So I'll send out an email for that one a bit later as well. And also, if people watched the Todd Spears webinar the other day, you can find it on here, the replay. And Todd made a really great offer, which I think closes tomorrow. So if anybody is interested in the PBN stuff, then this guy is more experienced than anybody else in doing PBNs. He's been doing them since about 2008 or something like that. I can't remember. But he knows everything there is to know about building PBNs. Okay, so really good webinar there, and you can watch the replay. It's great content as well. Okay.
You say that's Tuesday night?
Tuesday night will be Anthony Aries, yeah, and he's doing the course about ranking really fast. I don't know the full details myself right now. Robert Phillips has been dealing with them, but you know, Anthony's a very experienced guy as well, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. I haven't watched any of his training for quite some time, so I'm looking forward to that one. There will be good content in the webinars that we do anyway. It's one of the things that we insist on. If anybody wants to do webinars with us, that it has to be packed with content before they can even get to a buy button. So you will get some good education anyway, or just open your eyes to new ideas and new strategies, etc. Anyway, whether you buy or not. Okay. So I think that's us. We'll wrap up now. Thanks, Robert, and thank you, guys. I'll see you next week.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.